there. Welcome to a very special edition of WTMK Live, your holistic health and unconventional foodie destination. And tonight, I'm going to let them eat cake. So make sure you stay to the very end because I'm going to have a really exciting announcement, and it could absolutely change your life, literally. So tonight's training is for you if you are struggling with your blood sugar, struggling with your sugar cravings, and you're looking for healthy replacements for the foods that you love. It's also for you if you are a woman who is pre-diabetic or diabetic, who is struggling with controlling their blood sugars. They've been newly diagnosed, or they're sick and tired of being sick and tired of struggling with losing weight and, riding that old, diet roller coaster, and they're just ready to, make an investment in themselves and work on themselves and get healthy. So today's cooking show and training is not for you if you are someone who is looking for a magic pill. A magic potion, and you're not willing to make any lifestyle changes. You're not willing to work on yourself to make yourself healthier. It's also not for someone who wants to limit themselves by following, like, say, the keto diet or some other fad diet, because I truly believe that it's not just about the food, it's personal. Everyone has different nutritional needs. Everyone has, what one food works for one person could be completely, the wrong food for someone else. And this training is also not for someone who is just looking for free advice and they're not willing to work on themselves or make any lifestyle changes. And they just want some free advice. So you can have your cake and eat it too. Who doesn't love chocolate cake, right? So let's make some chocolate cake, shall we? I think, and oh my goodness, I have lots and lots of people on here with me tonight already. Hey everyone, welcome in. So as you're coming in, please make sure that you put in the comments where you're coming in from. And if you are brand new to my broadcast, please type new in the comments because I love to connect with my followers. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I just got done doing a 4-day Tame Your Sugar Cravings challenge in my group this week. And my group is going for points because they are going to have prizes. I'm giving away prizes at the end of the sugar challenge. And tonight, they each get 10 extra points if they have someone who is joining them on the live broadcast tonight that they have invited. So if someone invited you here, please type in the comments herewith and then put their name so I can go through the comments and start adding up all of those points, because let me tell you, they worked really hard. We had so much fun. I absolutely loved doing the challenge, but the points are too close, and besides that, not everybody has reported all their points yet. So I want to give everybody the absolute most chance to get all their points in and to win as many extra points as possible. So if you're here with someone, please make sure you do that. So let's get making some cake, shall we? Okay, so this cake is actually gluten-free, and it's so super yummy, like you're not even going to believe it. So let me put my camera down so you can see what's going on here. You can see there's not very many ingredients, right? And guess what? There's no sugar, none. There's no regular flour, none. Yay, we love that, right? So let's just start here with our dry ingredients. This is 4 tablespoons. Now, how many times have you made a cake with 4 tablespoons of flour? I mean, really, come on. This is coconut flour. So we got 4 tablespoons of coconut flour. I have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I have a half of a teaspoon of, stevia. And you could actually use liquid stevia too if you wanted to. and I have 2 tablespoons of raw cocoa powder. So we're just going to put those together in our bowl. I'm just going to whisk it up a little bit here, you know, just like you do when you do dry ingredients with any other cake recipe, right? So just give that a little stir, get that all mixed up. And then we'll do our wet ingredients. So the wet ingredients are, I've got 2 large eggs here, and I'm just going to pop these eggs here. And to the eggs, wipe my fingers off here, it's a little bit messy. To the eggs, well, first let's whip them up a little bit. Whip up the eggs here a little bit, get them all mixed up. There we go, that looks good. Then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of coconut milk. And then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of, and this is coconut oil. So we're going to put that in, and we'll just mix this up. See, it's just a little bit, like a little bit of a mess here. And then I'm also going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. So let's just incorporate our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. So far, so easy, right? Oh, I don't want to put it on there. And we're just going to mix this up. And there we go. So you see, it comes together just like regular chocolate cake, right? How about that? And then super easy, and you don't even have to break out your electric mixer. You just got to mix it up with a little whisk right in a bowl on your countertop, and look at that. What have we been talking here for about, oh, I don't know, 3 minutes? And we're done, right? Love that. So we're going to, I have my oven. It's preheated at 350 degrees. And I'm just going to, I've sprayed these little ramekins with a little spray of coconut oil baking spray. So I'm just going to put this cake batter into the ramekins. Put a little bit more in this one. Smooth it out. How's that look, right? Yum! And we're going to stick this in the oven, and we're going to bake it for about 10 minutes. Set my timer here so I don't forget while I'm talking to you. All right. Huh. Whoops, looks like you saw my kitty. He jumped up on my table here. That was my Fozzie bear. Good thing I had all the food away, right? So what's the purpose of using these ingredients? Like, you know, the trick to really making a healthier snack and a healthier dessert and healthier meals in general is to be able to substitute healthier ingredients for the ingredients that are not so good for you. So as you saw, there was no processed flour. So there was like no all-purpose flour. There was no, you know, cup or 2 cups or whatever it is of sugar. There was no canola oil in there. So what we did use was we used coconut flour, which is actually even gluten-free. So even those of you who have a gluten sensitivity, you can have this cake and eat it too. How awesome is that, right? And then we use the coconut oil instead of canola oil or some other oil. Canola oil, I'm not sure if you're aware, but canola oil is very inflammatory in your system. And even though on the bottle it says that it has no trans fats, when you actually, which it doesn't in the bottle, but what happens is when you put it into your body and it starts being metabolized, it turns into trans fats. So definitely don't want to be using canola oil. And we used stevia instead of regular sugar. And stevia has zero effect on your blood sugars, has 0 calories. It is an all-natural sweetener from a plant. So love that. So the other ingredients that we had in the cake here, the chocolate is actually very good for you. And so do not think that you can't have chocolate. Now, milk chocolate is a no-no because that's full of sugar and it's full of fat and all that stuff. But raw cocoa is actually very good for you. It's very high in antioxidants, which makes it great for your heart health. It also has been known to raise your good cholesterol and lower your bad cholesterol. So we love that. And it also improves cognitive function. So everybody wants to have a healthy brain, and it also helps to reduce your blood sugar and also decreases your fasting blood. It reduces blood pressure, and it also has been shown to reduce your fasting blood sugar. So that's the great news about chocolate. So have chocolate. Chocolate cake is yum, right? So the reason we used coconut flour instead of processed flour is, first of all, like we said before, it is gluten-free. It is also very high in fiber. And if you didn't know, coconut flour is actually not like a flour. It's actually made from the white meat of the coconut. So like if you bought a coconut and you broke it open, it's that white meat stuff that you eat. That's dried and ground up real fine so you can have it for flour. And then for the coconut oil is amazing for you because it's very high in monounsaturated fats, and the size of the molecules of the fatty acids that is in the coconut oil is very easy for your body to digest, and it also is able to be used by your body for energy right away because it's so small and it's so easy to be digested. And you can use coconut oil for just about everything, from cooking to, putting it on your skin and using it in your hair. So you can use coconut oil for a zillion things. And it is also not readily stored as fat in your body. So love that. It is also great for your brain health. It is great for heart health. It helps also to lower your cholesterol, and it is also anti-inflammatory, which also makes it heart healthy as well. And it could even help to reduce arthritis. So we love that, right? So let's see who's in here. Hello, Amy. Hi, Katya. Hey, Ellen, Danita, Linda. Oh, all my girls from my challenge. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see what's going on here. See if I can see. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Oh, hello, Linda. My goodness, we need to catch up, girlfriend. Hello, Audrey. I'm so thrilled to have all you guys here. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so while the cake is in the oven baking, I just wanted to tell you a little story. And the story starts like this. About 5 years ago, I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic, and I also had high cholesterol, and my husband was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So, and then when my doctor gave me statin medications, I found out I was allergic to them, so I had to stop taking them because they made me sick. So then what do you do? So I was like, I had no clue what to do. I was like, okay, I know that we're going to have to do something. We're going to have to change our lifestyle. We're going to have to start doing something different because we have to get healthy. We don't want to have all this nonsense going on, and I just had no idea what to do. So I went online. I took myself on a journey and did research, like unbelievable amounts of research, because I had no idea where to go, what to do, how to eat, because my husband and I, we always ate what everybody else eats, and those things were the things that had made us sick. So we knew we had to change. So all of that research And all of the trial and error in the kitchen, and oh my gosh, we don't like that. And oh my gosh, this is delicious. And oh my gosh, now we're starting to feel amazing. So all of that research led me to become a health coach. Because I had so many people asking, well, how is it that you lowered your blood sugars and stabilized your blood sugars? And how is it that you lowered all your cholesterol? How is it that you lost over 30 pounds? And now I've even kept it off for like over a year. So how amazing is that? And so because so many people were asking me, I thought, well, I would really like to be certified so that I can say, okay, I have the education, to be able to actually help people to do this. So that's what sent me to the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, where I became a health coach. So, that's the story for my husband and I. And we're getting close. Only got 3 minutes left. So if you're like I was, and you're going to continue to just waste your time and go after that next fad diet and stay on that roller coaster, and it's just going to mean that you are just going to be that much further behind, and it's going to take you that much longer to change everything and get better. So there's just no easy way around all of that. You have to change. If you are not seeing the results that you want right now, you have to change. So if you have, and changing is hard. When you're working to change your lifestyle and your eating habits, and then you have to worry about all this other stuff, that can be very hard. But it doesn't have to be hard all the time. Seriously, it doesn't. So what I finally discovered, and actually after implementing and everything, I found out that it was really pretty easy. I didn't have to worry about counting carbs or counting calories. That's the great news about this whole, system that I worked out, because not only did we get healthy, but we did it without having to worry about, oh my gosh, how many calories did we eat today? Let me figure that all out. And oh my goodness, how many carbs is in this meal? Let me figure that. That's nonsense. That just adds more pressure and makes you feel like yucky about the whole thing. So isn't it time that you just stop chasing that and looking for that magic pill that just doesn't exist, and invest in yourself and get somebody's help? So like I said before, over the last week, I did a Tame Your Sugar Cravings Challenge in my group, and my students received a better understanding on how their body feels and what it is that they could be actually craving, instead of, thinking right away of sugar or salt, that they could actually feel that, some of the nutrients that maybe their body was looking for, and that's why they were having the cravings. And then they also learned how to look for ingredients that were in their pantries that were derailing their efforts. Another thing that they learned were some super healthy replacements for, snacking that were actually going to support them in their striving to create a healthier eating lifestyle for themselves. And then the other thing that they learned was they got some really great, powerful, and easy to implement tools that could help them to cope with the emotional triggers that trigger your cravings, because emotional triggers are a really big thing. And that's another reason why I always say that it's not just about the food, it's personal. So some of their biggest takeaways from the challenge were that they now know what to look for. Ooh, let's hold that thought 1 second. Let's take a look at this cake. Oh, yes. That looks amazing. You know what? I think I'm going to let it go on for like 2 more minutes. But only 2. So like I said, some of the biggest takeaways that they had was that they now know how to do that. Yeah, okay. So every one of my clients has a different background and extremely different journeys in their weight loss journey. And they, some of my clients have lost 15 pounds. Some of my clients have been diabetic for years, and they've been able to, reduce their sugar cravings, lower their blood sugar and their A1C. And all of them they all started out with some of the same things in common. And so those are, before they started working with me, they all struggled with their sugar cravings, every one of them. And they were all confused about what to eat and how to stabilize their blood sugars and how to lower their cholesterol and how to lose weight. And they also didn't know how to pick the right foods that would be great healthy replacements so that they could actually have food that they loved and be able to eat finally. So, but not anymore. Like even my 80-year-old client has learned how to make healthy substitutions, and she's even lost like 10 pounds. She's been able to get off of her statin and her acid reflux medications, and she has way more energy than she has had in years. And so see, you can teach an old dog new tricks, right? How great is that? So let's see. Oh, it's ready to come out. Let's check out our cake. Oh, yeah. So let me put this over here so you can see it, because it is yum. And I even made something extra special too for the top of it. So let's show you this. Like, how delish is that? So you see this cake here? It's totally guilt-free and it's super delicious. And just like that, you can learn how to lose weight and in a holistic way and actually begin to enjoy delicious meals. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines because of the big financial commitment to one-on-one coaching, today and tomorrow is your chance to join an intimate group of a maximum of 10 women. Because, my goal is to, let me see if I can get this out here first. It's a little hot. See if I can get this out. Okay, there we go. A little hot. And let me just bring you up here so I can see you again. Because I like to look at you. I like to look at you a lot. Because I'm so super thrilled to have you all here with me. Well, let's see here. Anybody? Great. Just never. Let's see. I'm not sure what you were talking about, Lynn, but yes. So there's so many things that you can actually, use to replace. So just like this cake, it's totally guilt-free and delicious. And for the next 48 hours, I'm going to be offering a super special deal. And I'm going to put the link in the comments for you. I guess I need to just put my work down, right? Because my goal is to help 5,000 women to be able to stop the nonsense, get off of the yo-yo diet, and just finally be able to release that extra weight and maintain their blood sugars at the same time and lower their cholesterol and just get healthy again. And the reason that I do, my group is only going to be a maximum of 10 women is because I like it to be small and intimate groups so we can all really dive into the things that will help them to heal, and they all will have a very safe space. So for less than $5 a day, in the next 90 days, you'll be able to learn how to put a stop to your sugar cravings, what to eat so that you can get healthy and stabilize your blood sugars and lower your cholesterol. And you'll also learn healthy replacements so that you can cook foods that you absolutely love. And you'll also be learning it in the small, intimate group with 9 other women who are also committed to making a change in their health, taking charge of their health. They're willing to have an open mind and willing to make some changes in their life, and they're super anxious to implement some healthier habits. So let's stop the madness for chasing that latest magic pill or the latest fad diet. Those things just don't work. And with me as your guide, you can once and for all learn how to have better habits, implement a healthier eating lifestyle, cook delicious meals that your whole family will love, all while being in a supportive environment. So you are going to have to act fast because, like I said, I only have 10 spots and one of those spots is already taken. Oh, there we go. Turn that off. So for the next 48 hours, I'm going to have a special reduced price, and I will give you, like I said before, all the details will be in the comments for you. And I welcome any and all questions. And actually, we can have some questions right now. Yeah, you saw my kitty jumping up on the counter. I'm just never going to be able to keep the cats off the counter. I have a big, huge window over my sink, and that's where they go. So yes, you will be able to put a stop to your sugar cravings, and not by giving up sweets, but by being able to create desserts that with healthy substitutes using coconut flour instead of processed flour, and using stevia or raw honey or pure maple syrup instead of sugar. Why do we use those things? Because maple syrup and honey are very, very low on the glycemic scale. And in addition to them, they are sugar. However, because they're low on the glycemic scale, they raise your sugar not quite as much. But the biggest thing about them is that they are loaded with super good nutrients for your body, things that your body needs. And if you will learn how to incorporate them within the dishes with other ingredients that will help to stabilize your blood sugars, because how you make the food and what ingredients you use really makes a big difference. So, and you will also find out that by incorporating those exact same principles as we did when we made the cake tonight by using coconut flour and coconut oil and stevia, that you can apply those same principles to just about any dish that you ever want to make, and you can make it healthier, and you can regain your health, and you can lose weight in the process, and have meals that your whole entire family will love to eat. So you don't have to be a short order cook anymore. That's the other thing that I hear from people all the time. I have to make this for me and I have to make that for them. That's a mess, right? So why not make meals that everybody will love, and then you don't have to worry about that anymore. They don't call me the unconventional foodie for nothing, right? So again, my clients have lost on average between 10 and 20 pounds because they implemented these simple yet delicious practices, and they started eating foods that they loved. So how awesome would that be? They started eating foods that they loved, and they got off of that diet roller coaster, and they finally were able to release that weight. So let's see. I think maybe I can, let me try to get this out just so you can see. Oh, well, I think it might be a little bit crumbly. Yeah, it came out a little bit crumbly. But let me show you. Still looks pretty darn good, right? And I made this delicious mixed fruit compote, and I'm just going to see, here's another replacement. Instead of putting icing on your cake, How about a little bit of fruit compote? There's absolutely 0 sugar in there. I use no sugar. This recipe is actually on my website. And you can pick that up. It's called mixed fruit compote. So as you can see, this cake is so super delicious. And look how moist and nice this is. And oh my goodness. Moist, delicious, and it's nutritious for you as well. So, this is Coach Colette signing off. Until next time, here's to your health. Bye-bye.